Tom.
And I'm Ian.
And we're going to review the new Cults album today, titled Cults! Cults. Ian, you did a review on this album. I think it's a great review. I think Tom thinks it's a great review. I think we're going to score match you. So what did you think about this album, Ian?
Well, Jake, I guess I'll lead this one off.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing about Cults. I bumped into Cults when I was listening to All Songs Considered on NPR not that long ago, and I was hooked. There was the lead-off track, Abducted. Bob Boilen and Robin Hilton were extremely excited about it. Talked about how it's a bunch of stringy-haired people. I didn't know what to expect. As soon as it dropped, I felt like, well, here, let me paint a picture for you. If you've ever seen pirate radio or old footage of like the 1950s when this new rock and roll comes on the radio and the family is dancing in front of it, or you see teenagers in soda fountains like dancing in front of the jukebox, stuff like that. When Abducted dropped, that's how I felt. I couldn't find the track anywhere. I couldn't find it on Google. It couldn't be downloaded on SoundCloud. I didn't want to use any illegal methods to get it. I couldn't find it anywhere, and yet I just needed this track. And it wasn't until I got my hands on the full album that I figured out why. The beautiful thing about Cults is that they managed to take you to a completely different place. We'll start with the early '60s girl group sound. Much like Best Coast, they really give you a sense of place. Like I said in my review, when I was a kid, I had this idea of the 1950s as this idyllic place where everybody was happy, or at least the white people were. And Cults really puts you there. It really takes you to a soda fountain where you order a Green River and hang out with your pals, and your girlfriend's wearing a poodle skirt and you're wearing a leather jacket, or maybe I'm getting my eras mixed up. But either way, you just feel innocent. It's like going to a whole nother place. Another thing that I really love about this album is the fact that not only do they take you there with Abducted, they take you to the 1960s, to that other place where you just feel completely liberated. They keep you there for an entire, I mean, it's only a 35-minute CD, but it's a good 35 minutes. Right. They're very committed to their product. The production reflects the kind of sound that they're going for, and that's extremely important. The vocals mirror the early '60s girl group. It's kind of thin and it's very paper thin over the top of it, and that's extremely appropriate. But every single track offers something new and something fresh and something really catchy. And usually what people's argument about pop music is about what makes it so great is that it's catchy, right? Well, Cults just proved that you can take catchy and put it in an echelon of music where it can really be respected by music fans like those of you watching this and us. And so the combination of the solid production, the real transportive, if that's a word, transportive musical style, the real commitment to their product, and just the overall really enjoyable experience. It's just raw, enjoyable experience. Made this an extremely good album for me.
I think that what really does that, what really sets up what you just described, Ian, because that was a great description of their sound, is really the short track lengths. This is very well written, but it's very straightforward music, and it's like they're aware of that, almost to the point that Sleigh Bells was last year. I know I made this comment on that short album, that when you keep when an artist is going for some sort of a niche sound or something that's very sweet and sugary and in large doses could be, somebody could get sick of it. The best strategy I think that you could employ is to shorten the track length so that you have a rapid fire approach, and the album's short, but it allows the album to keep its fluidity going, and that's something that I think that Cults does very well here. The other thing that I really liked, to add on to what you said, Ian, is that I felt like there's both predominantly it was female vocals, but that male vocalist comes in from time to time too, and I really liked the interplay that they had. You had a lot of lyrical content about about relationships, and it was about this. In fact, I almost got a story out of this thing, which I really enjoyed, and it gave the album some depth. Now the lyrics weren't fantastic; it's pretty surface level, but at the same time, like they hit the spot, and it contrasted. What I liked about it was how the lyrics, the dark lyrics about breakup, about longing, about loneliness, about just the struggles of a relationship, are contrasting with the scenes that Ian was describing that Cults creates for us. And I think that dichotomy really, that clash is what makes this so addictive.
And sorry, if I'll just really quick before you go ahead and go, Tom. Along with that contrasting lyrics, the big moment, the thing that really grounded this in reality for me and kept it from being this sickeningly sweet album was "Fuck You." in the middle of one of the tracks, she just says, "So fuck you,"
and she does it so casually, you know. So fuck you.
Yeah,
you know?
it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's a weird moment, but it's great.
Tom.
It works. Yeah, this is one that at first I was kind of like, eh, but I just kept wanting to listen to it. And that's the thing. This novelty sound is very popular right now. Now, I even got some hints of some, like, Licka Lee in there.
Yep.
But I think Licka Lee is a little more original than this. But still, I think that this is better than pretty much most of those kind of novelty groups out there. And I think that's kind of a bad name for it. You know, take that for what it is. But I just mean that kind of throwback, reminiscent of that early 60s sound. There's so much out there right now, and the thing that works for these guys is that just the songwriting is consistently good. There aren't any just throwaway tracks. These are very memorable, and the production works for them instead of against them. Everything comes together in the mix. There's nothing really high-pitched, noisy. I remember you said that about Pains of Being Pure at Heart. This is definitely an earlier throwback sound, but even like Tennis, the production really bothered me on there, and stuff like that. This, it just works.
I feel like they were able to accomplish a lot more than those other artists.
And you know, I think the thing that really pushes this album from I don't want us to forget about this. The thing that really pushes this from like a mid, you know, high 60s or mid 70s, you know, something that's really catchy into an 80s level album, because that's really a remarkable score right here at VIMTV. That's pretty good. Is the fact that they don't overstep their ambitions. You know, like I said in my review, in the 1950s they weren't quite ready to shake up the social establishment yet, and that's why people were able to go, you know, to the soda fountains and stuff like that and have a good, blissfully ignorant time, because they weren't trying to accomplish anything big. 35 minutes, short track length, super catchy, you know, lo-fi production. It is clear that they had a goal, they set out, and they accomplished it, and it worked fantastically well without imposing
and
itself.
And at the same time, though, you know, it can only be what it is.
Yeah.
And so it's 35 minutes.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
One idea. So
that's also its limit.
Yeah, so it's also
exactly.
limited by that too. So I feel like, Ian, you know, you gave this an 82 at your review, which is posted at www.vimtv.tumblr.com. We'll put the link down there so you can read it, because it's very good. I'm going to agree with your score because of those limitations, but all because of all the quality and the good qualities about this too. 82.
Me too.
So, straight 82 from VIMTV on Colts. We like this album. It's good. We're interested to see where these guys go. What did you guys think about Colts? Did you like this debut album? Did you not like it? Did it live up to the hype? Not? Tell us all your thoughts, your experiences at www.velocitiesinmusic.com or youtube.com/velocitiesinmusic. Also, follow us on Twitter. Like us on Facebook. Let's get a music conversation started, and those are the social network venues in which we do that. I think that wraps it up.
Yeah.
I'm Jake.
I'm Tom.
I'm Ian.
And we are VIMTV, moving music critique forward.